Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Today I'm going to be talking about deception and why we engage in acts of deception in our relationships. According to Guthrie and Kunkel, deception is the conscious attempt to create or perpetuate false impressions among other communicators. Essentially, we're representing something other than the truth. This comes in a few different forms. There are five that are listed on this article, which are lies, exaggerations, half truths, secrets, and diversionary responses. The lie is exactly what it is. You're completely misrepresenting the truth. Exaggerations are you're maybe telling something along the lines of the truth, but you're stretching it. Half truths are when you're giving some truth, but you're omitting a bunch of key information, which of course is an act of deception as well. And secrets is you're completely omitting information about that act. And then diversionary responses could be changing the subject, trying to avoid, also avoidance. That's another diversionary response in deception. I thought it was interesting I believe it was also this article where or just throughout the readings I've seen a theme, I've identified a theme, and that it's pretty widely accepted that telling lies isn't necessarily a bad thing. It has to do with our motive, right? So there are instances when lying is a good thing. um you don't want to tell the truth all the time. If your romantic partner asks you if that dress fits her too tight and she looks a little chubby, you're not gonna say that she looks chubby or looks bad in the dress. You want to boost her self-esteem if you really care about the person. Um, an example that I thought of is my girlfriend's birthday is coming up. It's next month, and I've been saying that we're not really gonna do anything. I plan on doing something here locally in Vegas, but what she doesn't know is I actually have some tickets. We're gonna fly to Cancun for the weekend. So obviously, that's a good motive for lying, right? It's a good thing. What a pleasant surprise to find out that your romantic partner has planned out a trip like this. Yeah, I lied, but of course she's not gonna think about that when we go out there, right? Um, let's see, next question. A lie that was told to me that impacted my life. Um, when I turned 24, my best buddy actually surprised me with a birthday celebration. He got our entire group of friends together and we all went out for the evening. And then we went to a concert right after. It was so sick. But one of our friends didn't make it to the celebration, he's one third of that best friend group. You know what I mean? Like we were all great friends and shared some great memories together. All our families are connected, and he didn't make it to my celebration. It turns out he was lying. He said that his daughter was sick, and that's why he didn't make it, and he wanted to stay home and be with his daughter. Um, he was lying about that, and it turns out, and I found out because his uncle, which is also a friend of ours, he was there when they were about to leave, and his two brothers came. Right, again, we're all very close. His two brothers came and attended the celebration, but he didn't, and they all said that his baby was totally fine, that he was just lying. You know, he's done this before. It's not very surprising. It's just, of course, yeah, it was sad. But whatever, it is what it is. Uh, I'm sure that his motives were good ones. His daughter, he just started a family basically. I think his daughter was like a year and a half old at that point, and so I imagine he wanted to be with her. That's why for me it was no harm, no foul. Maybe he just wanted to stay in and stay with his girl and stay with his daughter as well. I don't think it was a necessarily a negative motive. The only thing is that he's lied like this in the past, so of course this is now another point. If we're keeping track of the amount of lies that are told in that relationship, it's another point that's being docked, and it's kind of affecting our relationship. For the most part, after all these years, we don't really talk as often as we used to. So there has been some impact in the relationship. But of course, we're adults here and I totally understand. Sometimes we just don't want to hang out. Um, so as far as observing any non-verbal deception behaviors, no, I really didn't because we didn't interact together. I was told about this from an outside source. Um, If it was me in that situation, like me, I just like to be honest and say, hey, you know what, I'm tired, or hey, I just want to hang out with my girl. I don't want to go out tonight. We're adults again. People will understand. It's totally fine. Uh, has there been a time when I've lied in this relationships? Definitely, and honestly, for the same reasons. Sometimes I just don't want to hang out. Uh, I can't think of anything specific. No, yeah, yeah. I used to smoke a lot of weed when I was younger. I don't anymore. I can't focus and I get very anxious when I do. But I used to smoke a lot, and he and I would smoke together. And but that's all we would do every single day. So sometimes I would lie just to not hang out and smoke. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get high that day or for whatever reason. Uh, the motive was to just be chill, I guess. So yeah, lying isn't necessarily a bad thing, which I think was a cool theme in all these readings. Sometimes little white lies are beneficial to our relationships. The only thing is we should avoid lying so much that we are we're deceiving the people in our relationships to the point where they can't trust us anymore.